How do the most prestigious journals make money?
I think their biggest profit margin comes from the licenses that they issue to institutions for subscription. They have quite a profit margin. The budget called for $11 million a year from the entire UC system. Now, the university has taken the position that they want to encourage, indeed insist on, the papers of their scholars being in open access. Elsevier, of course, has been fighting open access. Now, to give you an idea of the unacceptable profit margin that Elsevier has extracted from institutions, they are one of the most profitable companies in the world. Many young scholars feel powerless. These publishers and the journals have been very successful in branding themselves and creating the illusion that if you don't publish in these journals, you won't have a career. People believe, and I'm afraid it's true, that those who sit in judgment, they're busy people, they don't have the time to read the papers, so they look at where they're published. So I have taken a very strong position. I will not publish in these journals. The journals Cell and Nature and Science, which I include in this powerful triumvirate of journals that have a hegemony in life sciences, these journals don't have superior judgment. They deny this, but they're looking for papers that will create a sensation, that will generate citations.
What do you feel are the consequences?
Well, it distorts the subject areas because in order to generate more citations, these editors favor popular, fashionable topics. I told the librarians of the UC system that I think what they could do would be to take their entire budget for subscriptions and cancel all their subscriptions and then turn the money over to the campuses. I see no reason why the entire repertoire of journals couldn't be open access. I'll continue to take my crusade against these journals because I think the editorial model does not work to our advantage as scholars. Since I made that declaration, I have published as a co-author, I think probably a couple of papers in one of those journals. I believe I could have simply withdrawn my name, but I didn't because I didn't want to offend the senior author. Going forward now, my position is I will not have my name, even as a co-author. My students know the subject never even comes up. And my students have no need because they know if they do a good job and their research is important by our judgment, I will do my best to get them the kind of job that they want. And I write strong letters for those people. And the letters now always include a paragraph that states why we will not be publishing in Cell, Nature, or Science. Now, of course, I know that my position is privileged because of my achievements. That piece for The Guardian, I was accused of hypocrisy because, sure, I'm a Nobel laureate, I can do what I want. I used to publish in those journals before I made this statement because I, too, felt that I needed to have that recognition. And as far as the hypocrisy of being able to do what I want now, my attitudes about, for instance, impact factor were formed long ago. But, who was I? No one would listen to me. But, when you have a Nobel Prize, suddenly you have a little soapbox to stand on. And that was absolutely intended. That our editorial was written and published on the day of the Nobel Prize ceremony in 2013. People know me for that editorial in The Guardian much more than they know me for my science.